Okay, so start by closing your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to relax and make sure you're comfortable. Have the intention to let go of all thoughts, all worries. And also have the intention to connect with the ray of God for our highest good, individually and generally as a collective. We are going to also set the intention to allow for this energy to create space within us and also within the collective consciousness. For everything that needs to come as part of our highest path and purpose, as part of our highest state of joy and pure love. Arumakara Nirakashtaneyanusahi Madia duakena adiina asana hai irasha Rami itara ari ira usakara itakasa Arinama ena usha iki ira ataara akasa shisharashi Radia ukahata kina amakara kititi ira akahara kitana ata asaha Allow yourself to feel light. Allow yourself to feel light and to have a sense of floating upward. Ruyada kasha. Iriaran heyatura. See. We are going to float together. Connecting through our antakaranas, through our soul star chakras. Rai itakena ashe saha ehera, through our higher hearts. Ubida kuakasana eya atara ara And now having an intention to project our consciousnesses upwards through this channel of light that is opening for all of us. Arya Kanasha, allow your intention to act as an universal force and to propel your consciousness upwards into higher dimensions, into higher frequencies. Raida kaniina shamaheda kuakasana buakatakaraha. Viryarana hayalanaki. Allow everything that is of lower densities to fall out of you and have now a sense of you being on a higher dimension. Raji Rastara Kataku Mina nani akara ratira akisha hasrara. Accessing the higher mind, engaging the will of God, which is our divine free will. It is through our higher consciousness, through our higher mind, and through our divine free will that we are allowing to create this space of expansion within us and all around us. Niyanaki Adina Shanahaya. We are now going to go through a vertical dimension of light into this tube of consciousness that we are traveling through, floating higher and higher upwards, allowing the light to flow, to glow, to emanate around you in this vertical upwards tunnel, accelerating your frequency, accelerating your dynamics, accelerating your flow. Have a sense of all of us going together and allow yourself to synchronize with everyone else. Floating higher and higher at higher speed to this dimension of light. And we're now going to come into a dimension of a void, of stillness, of unmanifested potential. Allow yourself to pause. Allow yourself to melt into the void, to be restored, reset, reshuffled in your energy into this void. Allow the silence to be present within, the silence and the stillness. And we are now moving forward to our conscious intention into a further dimension of light, and this is a horizontal dimension. Allowing yourself again to be carried through this magnetic force that is your true divine will. Floating horizontally forwards, faster and faster in a continuous accelerated slide forward. Noticing the light passing through you and by you. Shadakia dana kasuame enaki diria tarahaya rena kasari kia kara. Diria nakata kasai ira shatakai era ara. Hari itaka, allowing this light, which is a pure gold frequency of light, to attune you to even a higher vibration. Raski Shayandamas. Miranu Nakitakaya. And allow yourself to consciously slide even further. And we are coming now again into the dimension of a void. Allowing yourself to dissolve your identity. Becoming comfortable with dissolving into nothingness. To connect with the infinite potential of your presence, of your being. Allow your mind to be still. There is nothing to achieve. There is nothing to understand. Karuna Shana. And we are going to further go into a dimension of the light language. As you are coming out stripped of your identity, allow your presence to be perceived at this level of light codes, of sacred energy, sacred pattern, pure love. Allow yourself to acknowledge yourself for what you are. Light. Raida Shanam Kura. Raida Shana Imikura Ida Kane Enakasu. We are in a movement that is being generated by our intrinsic frequencies on different levels, corresponding with different dimensions, allowing these sacred codes and patterns of light that you are made of to resonate through these frequencies in different dimensions, giving you the perception of your multidimensional structure. Mini Shana Eya Duve Hesakira Neheya Nora Noko Vamaya Sura Shata Firia Sasuka Keya Daku Minamia dukahata kena kisha dese arahuaki. Allow yourself to be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Allow the reverberations of your presence to resonate in all dimensions, to resonate with each other and with everything else in the universe. And then have the awareness that this resonance is imprinting the codes of who you are into the fabric of the universe. Your presence is being recorded, remembered, acknowledged on all levels, in all ways. In no time and in all times, as it has always been. Remember your presence into the universe through your intention. Have the intention to remember who you are. Rashe Ekia Aneya Aka, without the need of being anyone or anything in particular. Mashi Sare Edukisa Are Are Kashanaya Nusa. And we are now coming again into the void. No Samahai. Raiha. Rasara Kahana. You can now be more comfortable with a sense of lack of identity, of lack of specificity, of manifested state. Allow yourself to be the stillness, the pause between the manifestations of matter, the sacred darkness that is containing life in its potential. And from here, we are going to connect through our intention and divine will with our dimension of clear light. Arkia Heya Nidanake Itita Sanashe Trieta Take Dakuakase Tariakuakase. Ramyana. Allow this light to become present within you. Don't expect it to be felt or perceived in a specific way. Let it open up from within. Allow for the expansion of the void that you are. Consciously manifesting yourself out of the void as clear light, as space that has no density, no shape, no color. It is creating space, giving you a sense of spaciousness within you. And this spaciousness keeps growing at all levels in your energy field, in your DNA, in your mental and emotional field. Feel this space expanding within you further, giving you a sense of lightness, melting away instantly as it expands all limiting beliefs, all barriers that are self-imposed, all sense of being confined, constrained. And creating the perception of limitless within you at all levels. The perception of complete and utter freedom. And the acknowledgement of your true creation power. Allow yourself to acknowledge that you are effectively creating yourself as you keep expanding. You are creating your reality in all dimensions. There is no need for the mind to understand. The higher mind, the higher wisdom that you are connecting with at this time has no need to understand, because it knows everything at all times. It doesn't need time to understand. It doesn't need time to allow for a linear process of understanding, of figuring out. It doesn't need time for manifestation, for creation, because it is connected with everything in no time. Ruida kanashe zinahana kida kuakamakara kisha. Let's go for resistance. Let your breath carry this frequency through your body. Allow your physical body to become familiar and attuned to this clear, pure dimension of light. Jina suaki tara reya reya karasada kua setanaha. Inina shuakata korahi ereya duka sana maha. Varyasata sheyanaku. Idakara beyara. Allow your memory of yourselves to record, to acknowledge the presence of this dimension of light as you. And as your body recognizes yourself as clear light, as God, through this acknowledgement of your pure presence. Can then transfer this information through your senses to your mind, so that your mind can accept it, so that your mind can allow for this recognition at all times. And focus back onto this space that is continuously being created with you. Allow yourself to become even more spacious, more expanded in all directions, in all dimensions, in all timelines. Allow your presence to unfold. And allow yourself again to be everywhere. In this continuous process of expansion. Vinida Hayera Shi Iki Rashu Kamarea Sura Nahaya Doko Hasai Irakataku Ibiahua Sanashi. Have a sense of each other's presences as one, feeling all the universe, being all the universe, allowing your consciousness to recognize itself within the collective consciousness of the universe and of everything else. You don't need to understand that. As you recognize yourself as clear light in everything and everywhere, this clear light is permeating all levels of consciousness. Risha Erheya Katakuma Sanaka Reita Karakasa Iria Vashta Erheya Kanuarha. We are now going to bring our consciousnesses back into our body, into our perceived physical body, with the tree of life, coming downward from the level of unperceived, non-created void that is at the same time merged with this level of clear light. Being everything and nothing, and descending to the tree of life, pouring this spaciousness again down to this sacred geometry structure, and to its full embodiment on earth. Kartana Kida Kushtahara Lana Kuvasara Su. Allow this clear light to start contracting into a crystal structure. This is your crystalline blueprint, manifestation, existence on earth. Allow this clear light to solidify as clear crystal. Allowing this consciousness to live within you at this crystalline level. Intrinsically, continuously reverberating, purifying, amplifying your vibration, emanating light, storing the codes, the information of your presence as clear light on earth. Rashada Kiya Durashi Rina Kelna Rahari Ira Katara Ketakara Kinasha. And connecting further into the crystalline grid of Gaia, which is of the same pure, clear light compacted into crystals, crystalline consciousness, conducting, amplifying, transmitting, and continuously reverberating love. Asamashura mina katu iri dakara lai ira ara. Allow your body to become comfortable with this acknowledgement of the crystalline structure. Allow it to relax in this state. Allow it to fully embody this level of contracted light. Mashaya Sura Kida Kuhara. And have a sense of this crystalline grid within you, emanating continuously light in all directions. The same clear light that is further creating space within your body, allowing your body to become fully attuned to the higher codes and dimensions of life. To remember its intrinsic capacity of instant healing, instant regeneration, of death and rebirth, and everything that comes with it. Shana Markia Uralasa. Let your body again, through your senses, transmit this information to your mind so that it can be accepted, so that your mind can become comfortable with this. Rairahar and Nenaku. Drop into your heart. Sharaki. And allow your presence to be perceived within your heart. As silence and sound, as motion as stillness, as void and creation. Smile to your nothingness and smile to your limitless presence. You start connecting to your body more and more. Having an intention to ground further this experience, to anchor us into the field of Gaia, our intention, which creates a magnetic force, plugging us into the energy field and channels of Gaia, engaging a planetary and cosmic axiotonal alignment, aligning all our energy meridians and the energy meridians of this planet and of this galaxy, the frequency of God, which is contained within us as this clear light and crystalline structure. Sharayanena Vita Kasaneheyama Muria Kuta Kesanasha Tera 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 Kereyaha Aburasia Sotokaha Meranehe Itakura Idinaha Ishenaku. Have an intention to return fully into your body, into your physical reality, connecting to your environment, having a sense of the space in the room, and having a sense of your body and the space that it takes within the room. And let it be limitless, even in this physical reality, which is indeed your presence. Kira Shuraha. We're calling on Archangel Sandalphon to further ground us, to further anchor this experience for us at all levels. And we're all also calling on Archangel Michael, Michael, to create a dome of golden light over this transmission, over this energy, so that we can continue integrating this work, this light in our own time, until it is fully processed, accepted, acknowledged, and embodied. We are bringing our gratitude to ourselves, to our higher selves, to our souls, to Source, and all the dimensions of light who have assisted us in this process. And you are ready. When you are ready, come back in your own time. Starting by slowly moving your fingers, your toes, stretching, maybe rotating your neck if you need to. And then you feel comfortable, open your eyes. With the intention to be fully present and anchored